For decades, Bill Cosby was known as America's dad, a symbol of trust, family values, and clean comedy. He stood on stages preaching responsibility and morality, while millions welcomed him into their living rooms every week. But behind the laughter and applause, a far darker story was quietly forming, one that would eventually shatter his legacy and shock the world. Today, we explore how allegations spanning decades finally came to light, how powerful silence protected a celebrity for years, and how one of the most dramatic falls from grace in entertainment history unfolded. Bill Cosby's rise was extraordinary. Beginning as a groundbreaking stand-up comedian, he built a career that crossed barriers and reshaped American television. The Cosby Show became one of the most successful sitcoms of all time, portraying a positive image of a successful family and influencing generations. Cosby wasn't just famous, he was respected, admired, and trusted. This public image would later play a crucial role in how allegations against him were dismissed, delayed, or ignored for years. Long before the scandal exploded into headlines, rumors and accusations existed quietly in the background. Some women claimed they had disturbing experiences after trusting Cosby in professional or social settings. These stories, often shared privately or through legal channels, struggled to gain attention. Power dynamics, fear of backlash, and Cosby's enormous influence created an environment where speaking out felt impossible. For many, silence wasn't a choice, it was survival. As time passed, more women came forward, describing similar patterns of behavior. Their accounts, shared independently, began to form a disturbing consistency. What once seemed like isolated claims now looked like part of a larger pattern. Public perception slowly shifted, but resistance remained strong. Supporters questioned motives, credibility, and timing. Yet the sheer number of accusers forced society to confront an uncomfortable reality. Even the most beloved figures could hide harmful actions behind fame and authority. The legal journey was long, complex, and heavily scrutinized. Civil cases, depositions, and criminal charges brought the allegations into the legal spotlight. Every development sparked intense debate about justice, accountability, and the treatment of victims. The case became more than one man's trial. It became a symbol of how institutions often fail to protect the vulnerable when power and reputation are involved. When a conviction was reached, the reaction was immediate and global. Some felt relief, others disbelief, but few were unmoved. The verdict represented a turning point in how celebrity accountability was discussed. It coincided with a broader cultural shift, where voices that were once ignored began to be heard. The Cosby case became part of a larger conversation about believing survivors and challenging long-standing systems of silence. In a dramatic twist, the conviction was later overturned due to legal technicalities related to prior agreements. The decision reignited controversy and confusion, sparking debates about justice versus procedure. For many, it was a painful reminder that legal outcomes do not always align with public expectations. The ruling did not erase the allegations, but it complicated the narrative, leaving lasting emotional impact on all sides. Regardless of legal outcomes, Bill Cosby's public legacy was permanently altered. Shows were pulled, honors revoked, and his image transformed from role model to cautionary tale. What once symbolized trust now represents the danger of unquestioned power. The scandal forced audiences to separate art from artist and confront uncomfortable truths about idolization. The Bill Cosby sexual assault case is not just about one individual. It is about how society responds to accusations, how power can delay justice, and how voices can be silenced for decades. It challenged cultural norms, reshaped discussions around accountability, and became a landmark moment in the history of celebrity scandals. Above all, it stands as a reminder that truth can remain hidden for years, but it rarely stays buried forever.